That freeze pretty much killed all this stuff right here. I think it's dead anyway. It looks dead. I've never seen it like that before. Good morning, guys. Killer B here. Headed out to the home base here at Lake Worth to see what the freeze did to my blue cats. Hopefully nothing, but I've gave them 2 weeks because I'm sure they bellied up on dead shad. There was probably a significant shad kill, so we will see. Not marking a lot on the graph right now in the way of bait or anything else, so we get up here, the only way to do it is to start drifting and see what's going on. Alright guys, we're setting up for another drift. I'll show you how I deploy the drift slot real quick. When we get up here, we're almost there. The wind's coming right in my face this direction. It's blowing about, I don't know, 10 to 12, something like that. Maybe not quite that hard. But I like to use a bigger drift slot for that, as long as I stay sideways. And what I mean by that is my anchor trolley is right in the middle, so it keeps me about where I need to be. Just know that through experience with the drift slot. Alright, when I'm coming up now, I'm set right here, and I'm going to paddle up to where I need to be. Then I'm going to turn the kayak sideways with the wind. I'm going to rudder over. We're turning. Alright, we're just about sideways here. Now I'm going to take my drift slot, make sure it's laid out with the weights on the top. This one has floats and weights. Then I'm going to toss it out. Floats on the top. Right there. It'll take it a second, but it's just like a big balloon. It's gonna blow up here in a second. Got it tangled up. There we go. Alright, it's coming out. You'll see it in just a second. Get these rods out. Got a little bit of a tangle here. Alright, there we go. Lay this one down so we can cast the other one. See the drift slot back there? Golly, what a mess. There it is. Got it untangled. Alright. Then we get the cast out behind us. Let that one out. I'm going to cut a new piece of bait on this one just because we've been drifting for a little while. But that's it. Drift slot's out. Rod's going out right now. Get a piece of bait real quick. There, guys. Get this one cast down. So what I like, what I told you before about mono on one and braid on the other. So this one I've got braid on. This is the rod I put closest to me. So it runs different than the mono because this is 30-pound mono. It's a lot thicker. So when it runs through the water, it pushes it a little harder. So if you do it like this, you won't get tangled up because the braid runs different through the water than the mono, and it makes it really, really run well. So we're drifting about 0.35 right now. Drift slot's out, deployed. We're headed straight towards the hole. So we are set up, guys. You get this in the rod holder, and hopefully I get back with you with the monster here in a second. Oh, there he is. Got him. I got him. He drilled it. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. That's all we want today is big fish. So it's nice to get one after the big freeze. He's fighting. Alright, come on, baby. Get up here. Let me put my camera out of the way here. See if we can't get him up. See what we got. Oh, it's a nice blue, guys. That's a nice one. Nice to see some big ones. Come here. That's a pretty Lake Worth blue cat. I just barely got that sucker hooked too. Get the drift sock out of the way. Sometimes you gotta adjust stuff out of your way, guys. That's why it's nice to have an anchor trolley. See if I can get him up here. Alright, there he is. Clamped onto him. That is a good looking blue. We'll take ones like that all day. God, he's chunky. You're a pretty fish, you know that? Man, what a pretty fish. I don't know. Let me turn the kayak just to make sure you guys. That's a good looking blue. You stink, buddy. Jeez. That is a chunky monkey right there. Whew. Pretty fish. Pretty fish. You guys can see him. Oh, that never gets old. Let's turn this guy loose. I'm gonna burp this guy, but just because, man, he feels like he's really just swallowed up his eggs. No, he ain't got anything in there. Alright, let's get you out of here. Let's get you on your way, Mr. Blue Cat. Thank you for the fight. I really appreciate it. There you go. Woo-hoo. Man, he was spunky now. That was a good fish. The old raptor's getting ready to take off there. You can see it. Wow. Raptors are loud, man. You can feel like the freaking ground shaking. Woo! GoPro, start recording. It's been a bit of a long day, guys. We're coming towards the end of it here, and I finally got another fish. He does not feel very good. It's been a very slow day. I don't know if it's the moon or what's going on. This is only my second fish of the day. Yeah, he's a little guy. Better than nothing at this point. Jeez. I'm gonna stay till dark. Oh man, look at this dude. He is as swole like a toad, man. That one. That one. Let's get rid of him. Whew, I had a big old bait on there. I was hoping for a bigger fish, but it has been slow today. So that over there, guys, that's the sun getting ready to go down. That's how long I've been out here today. 2 fish. That's what I've landed. It's been a rough day. Was it worth it? Absolutely. worst day fishing is better than your best day at work. So, unfortunately, I got to go to work here in a little while. I'm going to try to stick it out just a little while longer. So, brutal day on the water, guys. 2 fish all day, probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 takedowns all day long, maybe 6. Sometimes it's tough, man. I figured it would be tough after the shad kill. It's 2 weeks after the shad kill, so I figured that it would have been over by now. Sun's just about to dip down over there. There's not much more I can do. I've been out here all day, so that's the way it goes sometimes. But was it worth it catching that one good fish? Oh yeah. I'd do it again. Glad you guys joined me. Killer B out.